guys, this is Mrs. Cutting, and today's video is on graphing, plotting points when we're using the whole graph, all four quadrants. So in your graphing packet, meet me on the page that looks like this, and we will get started. My hair is a little messy. Oh well, been like that all day. What can you do? All right, so earlier this week, we were practicing graphing where we only had positive numbers. So our x-axis started at 0 and went up. Our y-axis started at 0 and went up. The only thing that's different now is that we basically have like a mirror image of what we had before. So before, all I had was this. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking this number line that goes from 0 and this one only up to 10, and I am putting a mirror on it, and I'm going into the negatives. So over here, next to 0 is 1. Over here, next to 0 is -1, and then -2, -3. And then same thing with the y-axis. I'm putting the mirror there, and so right below 0, we have -1, -2, -3. So I know we might be panicking a little bit. It's okay. I will help you through this. Let me get on the right page of my packet. This is after the windmill, after river riding. There we go. All right. So our coordinates still are x comma y. So now that first number still tells us where to go across, but it could be a negative number, in which case I'm going to find the negative number over there. And then that second number, our y-axis, is before I just told you it was going to tell you where to go up. Now it could tell us where to go up or down. If it's a negative number, we're going to head down. So let's give this a try. So our first point, point A, is going to be at 7, -2. So stick with me. That means 7 I'm finding going across. It's a positive number, so it's going to be +7. And then -2. That negative tells me that I'm going down 2 spaces. So 7, -2 is going to be right here. I'm going to label that point A. Point B, -3, 5. So that -3 I need to find going across. So it's not going to be over here. It's going to be to the left of 0. So I have -1, -2, -3. Here it is. And then +5. So for +5, I'm going up to 5. Point C, we're going to plot at 8, 4. So that 8, it's +8, so I'm going to go across to 8, and then +4. So this is just like the graphs we were doing earlier this week. So I'm going to go up to +4. And that's point C. And then point D is going to be negative and negative. -6, -4. So -6 going across, and then -4, I'm going to have to go down. So we're still going across first, but this time, if it's a positive number, we'll be going up. If it's a negative number, we'll be going down. So across, then up or down. Across, then up or down. All right. So on my second graph, I'm going to give you a couple to try on your own. So you're going to pause me to try them. So let's start with point E. E is -7, comma, -3. So across to -7 and then down to -3. So pause me to try that on your own. And welcome back. So across to -7, that's going to be over here. And then -3 means I'm going down to -3. That's point E. Point F, I'm going to have you pause me again. -4, comma, 8. So pause me. You're going to go across to -4, then up to +8. Pause. And welcome back. So across to -4, and then up to +8. A question that I always get when we first start with the full graph is, how do I know which of these boxes to put it in? Well, it depends what your coordinates are, because there's only one -7, -3 on this graph. So if I go across to -7 and down to -3, it ends up in this box. I can't plot -7, -3 in any of these other boxes because it won't be these right numbers. So I don't know if that helps or not, but hopefully. All right, so I'm going to give you G and H to try. G is going to be at 5, comma, -6, and H is going to be at 2, comma, 5. So give both of those a try. Across, then up or down. So pause. And welcome back. So G is across to 5, +5 is over here, down to -6. And H, +2, +5. So across to 2, up to 5, and that's H. Okay, so then we're going to turn the page, and we have practice 4 quadrant ordered pairs. So see how this is like split into 4 pieces? And we know that quad, the quads that we ride, those have 4 wheels. Quad means 4. So 4 quadrant, it's split into 4 parts. That's kind of where it gets its name. Okay. So we're going to do this one section at a time. So first, we're doing tell what point is located at each ordered pair. So you're going to find, you're going to go across to 1, up to +2. You're going to write down what letter's there. So you're going to do all of those. And if you are listening to these directions right now, I am going to have you put a smiley face next to number 4. Okay, so I'm going to have you pause me to try numbers 1 through 8, and then I will come back and we'll check your work. So pause. I'm doing all of 1 through 8. And welcome back. So +1, +2, that is N. 7, 1, across to 7, up to 1, that's T. -2, -3 is O. 2, -7 is C. +5, +9 is K. 8, -3 is Z. -9, 0 means I'm going across to -9 and then staying at 0. So that is M. And -9, 3, across to -9, up to 3 is F. Okay. And if you are listening at this point, next to number 7, draw a little star. Okay, so then you're going to do 9 through 16. Write the ordered pair for each given point. So this time, you're going to find the letter. So here is Q, and you're going to give me the ordered pair. You're going to tell me the coordinates, the numbers. So you're going to tell me first where it goes across and then up or down. So, and pay attention, because if it's a negative number, you have to make sure you have the negative sign, and we do need the parentheses around it. So I'm going to have you pause me to try 9 through 16. Pause. And welcome back. So point Q is up here, so it's at 7 and then up to 5, so parentheses 7, comma 5. J is only 1 across and then up 7, so that is 1, comma 7. If you are listening at this point, put a heart next to number 10. Point E is down here, so it's across to -2 and then down to -4. So -2, comma -4. Y is right here, so across to 5, up to 1, so 5, comma 1. R is right here, so across to 2, down to -4, so 2, comma -4. P is right here, so across to 6, down to -5, so 6, comma -5. D is right here, across to 1, down to -2, so 1, comma -2. And S is right here, across to -4, and then they stayed at 0. So -4, comma 0. All right. So then our last part, 17 through 24, they gave us the letter, they gave us the coordinates. We have to plot it ourselves. So I am going to have you pause me to try that on your own if you are listening at this point. Write hi, H-I, next to number 19. Okay, so pause me to do 17 through 24. And welcome back. I'm going to do this in highlighters so that it'll be a little bit easier to see. So point L was -8, comma 3. So I'm finding -8 going across, and then +3, so I'm going up 3. That's L. Number 18 was B. B is -6, comma -4, so across to -6 and then down to -4. Number 19 is G, 1, comma -8, so across to 1 and then down to -8. And that was G. If you are listening at this point, put a check mark next to number 22. That was G. So X, number 20, X is 1, comma -1. So across to 1, down to -1. Number 21, W is 6, comma 2. Both of those are positive. So across to 6, positive is going to be up to 2, and that is W. And then number 22, H is 8, comma 9. So across to 8, up to +9. 23, U is 5, comma -3. So across to 5, down to -3. And I is -4, -9. So across to -4 and then down to -9. All right. So, check on my timing and see how we're doing. Okay, good. So your remote learning for today/tomorrow is this video and one of the 2 graphs at the end of the packet. So after this page, there is a Valentine's graph that's called True Love, or a St. Patrick's Day graph, which is Luck o' the Irish. And I also gave you graph paper. So I am just going to attempt to help you get started. I'm going to do the True Love one, but it's up to you which one you want to do. We're going to work in pencil, okay? So that if we make an oopsie, we can erase. Okay, so we have -11, 12. So going across, I'm going to find -11, and then I'm going to go up to +12, put my first dot, cross it off on my paper. Next, I have -13, 10. So -13 across to -13, up to +10. I put my dot. I need to connect them. First point gets connected to my second point, just like we were doing before. Cross it off. -16, 13. Across to -16, up to +13. And I'm still connecting them in order. All right, so all of these are going to be connected until we get down to here, and then it says line ends. So you're not going to connect this one to this next one. So then you're going to connect those 3, and then line ends, blah, blah, blah. And I think you know what you're doing from there. So if you feel like you want help doing this, I do have my office hours from 12:45 to 1:45. Send me an email. And if you're in remote learning or in the remote learning room, you can come see me in person. Otherwise, you can come see me on Google Meet, and I can just help you get a little bit further on this. All right, that is the end of this video. Happy graphing, and I will see you guys next time.